Eve's Barnside Chat. We take your questions from the magic rainbow bag. Love lives here, so join us today for Eve's Barnside Chat. You can find us in Campbellville, Ontario. We have rescued chickens, pigs, and cows and goats. We've got plenty more farmed animals, big and small, all for love and love for all. Welcome to Eve's Barnside Chat. We take your questions from the magic rainbow bag. Love lives here, so join us today for Eve's Barnside Chat. Our mission is to inspire kindness and compassion for farmed animals everywhere. You can help us take action by volunteering or through donations, or visit our store and check out our website to learn more. Welcome to Eve's Barnside Chat. We take your questions from the magic rainbow bag. Love lives here, so join us today for Eve's Barnside Chat. Happily ever after Farm Sanctuary.
Oh no, oh no.
Oh, good.
Oh no.
Good. Again.
Oh no.
Thank you for tuning in, everybody. Enjoy your day.
Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye. Here, let's try that again. Oh my gosh.
Every
I know,
time.
I know. Every time that little, I get so excited, and then there's that little darn button up in the top. It's dinging along. It's showing the Heath's Barnside Chat. I'm like, oh my gosh. Well, friends,
Dear me.
let's try this again with some better formality.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
Welcome
Our
to
love to you. The tip of the hat to you. You didn't get my rude jokes then.
No,
I
you made
really,
dirty
I
jokes, so
crossed
it's a good
the
thing.
line. I
That
crossed
was
the line. Did you
the
see?
universe saying that people should not be hearing Derek making dirty
No, I
jokes
made a-
like that.
I made a
so
crack.
anybody out there who's able to read lips, I'm so sorry. We're going to move on like that didn't happen. So happy Monday, everybody.
I wonder
Hope you're
if the-
staying cool. It is really hot here.
Wouldn't it be something if the closed captioning picked that up?
Oh, that would be funny.
Well, I don't know how that all works. If the closed captioning's before the microphone input or after, or I don't know. But,
Oh, too funny.
hello.
Anyways,
Gosh,
hope you guys are having a great day. It is super hot here. We don't even have questions today. There's no questions in my bag on account of the heat. I filled it with frozen mangoes.
The questions
In
are
there.
in my pocket today. I've
So-
got a wad of questions that are going to go into
Damn
the
it.
magic rainbow bag. If you have a question, please put it down in the comment feed below. We are live from Happily Ever After Farm Sanctuary located in Campbellville, Ontario, Canada.
Doo-doo.
I love the theme song to the Barnside Chat. And I'm so sorry if you're one of those people that are just like, I hate this theme song. I hate music. I'm so sorry. We love it so much. That theme song is going to ride me into the grave. So it'll have to be the next ED. Make the decision to scrap it.
Scrap it. You're stuck with it.
I love corny songs and corny jingles. And when this came in, I was like, that is sold. I was so sold on
It's so perfect.
it. It is so perfect. So in Steve's Magic Rainbow bag, he's got some frozen mangoes and frozen blueberries because it is cold today. Let's go visit some
'Cause it's
residents
hot today.
at the coop. See what's happening.
Hey, what's happening over there, birdies?
Steve's gonna go. Uh-oh.
All right, where's the questions? Let's get through
Steve's
those
gonna
questions.
go into the coop and feed. He's gonna feed some. What do you got? What's first?
This is blueberries.
Needs a blueberry. Oh, I think you've attracted a.
All right, get going.
Okay, we got the questions from the Magic Rainbow bag. Here we go. First question.
Who wants some blueberries? That's the first question.
Who wants blueberries? Float some in the pool. Oh yeah.
Yeah, okay, there, Float. Come here, Richard. You good boy.
Oh
You
yes.
want those?
Oh yes, please. Keeping cool. Easy way to keep cool is feed your resident friends some frozen berries. First question. Good morning, dear dads and everyone at Heath. So now that Canada has reopened the borders, yay! How will this affect your visitor volunteer policy? My heart needs another visit. To all of you, love, Jan. So, yes, the border is open, and you are welcome to come and sign up for a volunteer workday. If you head on over to the website, you can sign up for one of our many work days. There's dates available all the way through August and September, and I believe that dates in October are coming soon. To stay up to date on Sanctuary news and events, you can sign up for the newsletter, and that way you will get the most recent information. Oh, Moby's.
Yeah, he doesn't want blueberries. He wants a fight.
Moby wants a fight. What about Daisy? Does Daisy want?
Oh yeah, she's diving for them in the pond over there.
Oh, look at Nancy and Mary.
Where's Nancy and
See Nancy and Mary against their.
Oh dear, they're like, well, who's throwing blueberries?
Let me see if I can get us a closer look. Nancy and Mary are over, right against. They are ready for some blueberries. It's not every day you get to feed Jesus, Jerry, and Joseph blueberries
True.
on a hot day.
True story. Amen to that.
All right, let's blaze through some questions here. If you have a question, put it down in the comment feed. We'll try to answer it. If it's not
This. See some piggies, fingers?
yeah, and if it's not,
Well, no, stay in the shade a minute. Your question.
I'm having a hard time finding a level spot here. That's pretty good. So, there's the questions.
All right.
I think that's the one we just did. Yep. Here, get on camera.
Okay. Does Kevin, your facilities manager, still do his reports? From Kelly.
The barn update.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember what it's called. Old barn. This old barn.
This old barn.
This old barn updates. Occasionally he does. Yeah, Kevin's run off his feet right now. Joe, one of our team members, he retired recently, and so a lot of things have been put on hold as we make adjustments. But also Vince and Emily, who I'm not sure how much you have met. Vince and Emily have passed their probation period, and they've now been hired full-time at the Sanctuary as part of
We let them out of the garage.
maintenance facility team. And we are just so thrilled to onboard them both, and you'll be hearing from them very soon. So
Yes.
welcome Vince and welcome Emily.
Yay. Meccaline wants to know, do you ever have fire drills? Great question.
Do we ever have fire drills? No, we don't.
I bet we're going to now, though.
When part of our volunteer onboarding process was to do, emergency preparedness, and before COVID, we would get together with the volunteers. I would spend a whole week in the barn and hit every single shift and deliver the same information about where we live, where the plan is, what has to happen, where the emergency equipment is, what's available to us, what we should do. And since COVID hit, we have not done that in a while. One thing that we did add since COVID, I'm going to change the camera angle here, Steve, is the addition of the fire hall, which is the small red building there. And that has us updating our procedures and our emergency preparedness. And so with that, we will definitely be practicing with the old fire extinguishers. I'm going to light a little barrel fire, and I think everybody needs to experience shooting a fire extinguisher
So much
off
fun.
because A, it's so much fun,
Yeah.
and B, what else are we going to do with our old fire extinguishers? And C, well, you need that preparedness to understand what's going to happen when you point it and
Yeah,
shoot
better
it.
to have used it in a non-emergency than
Totally.
to have an emergency be your first time. So,
Absolutely.
yes, Kelly wants to know, does Esther still get Scotch mints? Haven't seen her have any in some time. Another very astute, somebody's paying very close attention. So, no, actually, Kelly, we haven't been giving Esther mints in a while because of her ulcers. We found out that she's got an ulcer problem, and it seems to be a chronic ulcer problem that we've been treating for the last month. I think a lot of you guys know we did that camera down and saw a lot of things. So we've had her been on this new treatment specifically for this condition that we believe she has that had not previously been diagnosed. And she's been on that treatment now for about a month. So she's got another few weeks of it, and then we are going to re-scope her again and do this little camera thing. I shouldn't say scope her. We're going to have her swallow a camera again.
It's called the Alley Cam,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a device that we intentionally insert into the back of her throat. She's not swallowing it on her own. It's this thing called a bolus, and it delivers the capsule to the back of her throat, so she can't crunch it and she can't reject it. She has no
No choice but to swallow
you
it.
can't put it in food. I remember there were a lot of food questions. Well, just put it in pudding, put it in a sandwich. Well, then it will just film the sandwich going the whole way down. It won't actually film her esophagus and her stomach lining. It'll forever
Got to
be
go in clean.
jammed in food. So yeah, it needs to be on a clean stomach. 36 hours. We fasted her the last time, and that was not enough. She has delayed gastric emptying, and it took 6 days for that camera to get through her. So we have to do a better job next time, fasting her for longer than 36 hours. So we'll let you know how that's going to go.
But yeah, that'll be probably 3 or 4 weeks from now. And hopefully we'll see better improvement in her stomach, and then we can start to give her a couple of her treats.
Did that
she
get
used to
updated?
have, so-
I think it's a little bit later than 3 or 4 weeks. Is that updated?
I thought we needed 6 to 8 weeks of treatment. She's
after treatment.
What do you mean?
Like after.
Oh, after we finish treatment.
After we finish treatment.
So 6 weeks of treatment and then 6 weeks wait.
Correct.
So okay, so yeah, end of October it'll be then before we do that. So Denise wants to know, is there a waterfall on the property? Could you do a short video of it or just a photo of it to post it? There is actually a real waterfall, aside from the fake ones in our backyard. There is a real one over well, we can't really point to it on that thing. But on the where you see that kind of little, looks like a pond that comes off of the river, that blue, that's supposed to be water, of course. And so right near that pond, there's a waterfall in the forest. It's absolutely gorgeous.
We're pointing at it right now.
Yeah.
That's the Bronte Creek. And actually, Steve put in he made 2 waterfalls. One which a tractor spills its engine into a pond, and then the other one is Esther's Bog, and which is sometimes also for the ducks.
Yeah. So yeah, lots of waterfalls on the property. Kim wants to know, does music play a role in your enrichment activities? If so, are there favorite genres? One of my daughter's dogs refers to mariachi. The others prefer Sinatra tunes. Thanks so much. This is from Kim. So what's your playlist like in the barn?
So it's definitely not like hard metal yelling or hard rap.
We don't want Diablo to get into that.
There's not too much aggressive music in the barn. We try to keep it under 120 beats a minute, calming tones. Occasionally there is pop, and it depends on the shift that's in there. But overnight, it's once we hit about 7 o'clock, some calming music comes on. And it's proven that calming music, such as what we play in the barn, can attribute to good health and good sleep. Plants grow better when they listen to really nice music. Look it up. It sounds crazy and way out there, but music therapy can be enrichment for
everything.
Yeah, everything.
Lisa would like to know, I would love a discussion about signing petitions, how they work. How is it helpful to sign a petition? Is it helpful signing a petition for animal rights if I live in Missouri and say, for example, the rights issue is in Canada? Great question, Lisa. So, yeah, we're not involved in too many petitions, but they have been very successful in achieving their objectives as long as they're getting out there and getting seen and getting signed. I think whether or not it makes sense to sign a petition from another area really depends a lot on the petition. If you're petitioning for a change of a local bylaw, it's probably not all that helpful if people from out of the country are signing it. But if you're petitioning for a nationwide issue, or if you're petitioning for I would think a very general issue. I would think in animal rights, for example, if you're petitioning for an end to cages or whatever it may be, that yeah, it probably is beneficial to sign any of those because it applies everywhere. So yeah, hard question to answer, but I think a quick one is yes.
Yeah, I think
They
yes.
matter.
I think yes, it brings awareness
Yep.
too if you're sharing them.
Yep.
And too, in the end, it may bring, you know, if whoever the petition's being delivered to looks at it and goes, oh my gosh, this is happening, like this, people from all over the world care about this issue,
Yeah.
it might actually influence them a little bit harder than if it's just the locals and the people that live within a stone's reach or whatever, stone's throw away.
Yeah, for sure. The internet has changed, of course, that. I mean, we're getting to see stuff from everywhere.
Let's go feed some mangoes to the pigs.
Yes, Maria wants to know, is Ray challenging Dan for top piggy position?
Let's go find out and feed the mangoes together. No, Ray and Dan are not challenging each other, which is amazing. We're going to go inside the main Heath's barn. So let's just stop here just for a minute and let the new... Oh my gosh.
All right.
We are indoors.
Lisa wants to know, how does a vegan like Steve hate veggies?
Oh. Well, thank goodness we have a blender.
Oh, dear. Yeah,
First
exactly.
you need a Vitamix blender and you can...
It's a taste and texture thing for me, and I guess in a nutshell, I love animals more than I hate vegetables. So I'm willing to tolerate things that I don't really love for their sake, more than my own. And also, I can tolerate them in various forms. Like, I hate mushrooms, for example, but I mean, if they're blended into a sauce, I'm okay with it. Same as onions. I hate onions, but if they're blended up into a pasta sauce, no problem. And for some reason, if it's fried in an onion ring, I can also get through it. But if my mom used to try to sneak onions into things when I was a kid, and she would say, no onions, Stephen, and I'd find one and I would be off. I'd crunch it and it would throw me off and I wouldn't trust the rest of the dinner.
He has the most refined palate. Like in the life previous, he must have been like a chef on the Titanic for the Queen's people. I don't know. Like, he is ridiculous.
Don't you tell me there's no onions in there.
Well, we do want to tell you about calling all artists, makers, and creators. We're looking for donations of your original artwork for our upcoming online art auction. Deadlines for your submissions are coming up for August 31st. Last auction, there was some pretty
awesome
fantastic, awesome artwork that came in. And came in. Oh my gosh, came in. And we are so excited to see the new pieces coming in. I got shown some pieces. Did Kathy show those pieces to you at the picnic table the other day?
Not yet.
Yeah, they're pretty special. So please, if you're interested in making a submission of original artwork, maybe you knit, maybe you paint with your feet, whatever the original artwork is, hopefully it's farmed animal focused.
Remember that guy Alan Cumming was telling us about? He has a really unique way of painting.
Oh, well. Different kinds of artwork.
Yeah.
That one needs an explanation for sure. Watermelon Smash Party is coming up. That's this week, August 27th at 7 p.m. You can donate a virtual watermelon, and we're going to throw 1 million watermelons into the fields for all of the residents. Every single resident here loves watermelon, including this guy right here who has never had a watermelon smash in his entire life. Oh, there he is. Sweet Angelo.
All right, Liza wants to know, how's Esther's foot?
How's Esther's foot?
Great, actually.
Come closer to the camera and tell.
Yeah, Esther's foot has been great. We haven't had, knock wood, we haven't had any issues with Esther's feet lately. They've been really good. So no problems there. Our biggest concern with Esther is the arthritis, is what we're working hardest to manage and what seems to be causing us the biggest amount of grief. But thankfully it's manageable, and she has been doing really great, actually, for the last little while, which is awesome. Christian wants to know, how many naps does Derek take during the day? I mean, how many naps does Esther take during the day?
Basically, it's one long nap,
one giant
with a
nap.
few intermittent rolls of eating and lounging outdoors. So, we're in the main Heath's barn. Right behind Steve is the feet first chute. If Steve steps aside, we can show you. That's if you're new to us, that is a device where we lift the pigs off of the ground
Like magic.
like magic, and we're able to trim their feet. Okay, let's go feed some mangoes. Before we finish more of the questions, let's go look at some.
Okay.
That's too many people.
Who's there?
Oh, wow, look at all of these people. Oh, and a kitty cat. Oh, yeah, outside. There, look. Zoom in. Not on my nose. Oh, so good.
Oh my goodness. And some piggy mangoes.
Well, this is a brindle pig.
Hercules, I think. Yeah,
And Bobbie waiting for hers.
Oh, it is sweet Bobbie. Yeah, I heard that bag of mangoes. Hello, Peggers. You want some more mangoes, baby? Oh, yes.
Pigs love mangoes.
Piggies do love mangoes.
Oh, let's get some. Let's go on, Bobbie.
Bobbies also love mangoes. Look at
Can we
this
go in?
sweet
Go.
face. Yeah, we're going.
Yeah, it's open.
Come on, Bubber.
She'll grab that bag for me, just so you know.
Come on in, Bobbers.
Hi, baby.
What's this? Who's this sweet girl? Hey. Oh, piggies love mangoes.
Oh, Bobbie Girl loves.
So
loves.
Stephanie wants to know if we have any bat houses on the property.
No, just the house I live in. It feels like a bat house. No bat houses.
No bat houses. Melissa wants to know. We do have lots of bats, though. We see bats all over the place. Melissa wants to know, can you do a greenhouse to be able to grow some year-round veggies at the farm?
That is a wonderful idea, and we are really going to focus and hone in on energy and food sustainability as a part of our next 5-year plan. So you will definitely be hearing about ways that we can cultivate vegetables and produce year-round for the residents.
And we would like to learn how to cultivate electricity for the farm.
Yeah, that's part of our energy sustainability plan.
So yeah, that's exciting stuff. Linda wants to know, do pigs only go into a bog one at a time?
Let's go see. Oh, no, we can't see. We can't see from here. I lied.
Are there any piggies out? They might all be in bed.
No, they will share. The pigs will share, and it depends on who's in their close family. You know, they don't want to lay like Dan and you wouldn't see Dan and Ray lay together. I wouldn't think, but you know, you would see April and Dan lay together. You know, here comes Bobbie Girl charging out, wanting some more.
Some more piggy mangoes.
Oh, you've woken up some more pigs. You're going to need to throw some more.
Has everybody seen Bobbie's boot?
Oh, I think so. There's Bobbie Girl's
It looks great.
boot that protects and keeps her foot together. Bobbie Girl, you want to eat this? She's like, no, I want to eat what they have. Uh-huh.
Yeah, she's doing really great with
It is about 41 degrees out today with the humidity. It is so hot.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It is stupid degrees.
It is so hot. We hope that wherever you are tuning in from,
And our last question
that you
in my
have
hand
shade.
here is from Barbara. She wants to know if we have any bee houses.
Do we have any bee houses? No, we don't
Well,
have.
not entirely true. We do have those little bee hotels.
That's right.
So for the dirt bees that build in the tunnels and stuff, we don't have a hive. So, and then we have some unwanted wasp houses.
Yeah, our whole house is basically a wasp house.
Bye, bobbers.
Held up by wasps. You want to give that to Dee? Oh, yeah, that's a good idea too. Bobbie can have the rest.
So no bee houses. But that's it for our questions, I think. Derek, what else do we
That
have going on?
is
Should we
for
go
the
to
questions. Let
to
me
the tripod again?
bring up. Do. There it is.
Oh yeah.
A and B. So this past weekend was a work day on the farm, and the volunteers painted. Yeah, let's move in a little bit. The volunteers painted the 2 little pig houses, and there are 3 of them, but we didn't have access to all of the areas to paint the 3, and we ran out of time. And again, it was super hot, but getting those little pig houses painted was something that has been on our list for some time. And without the volunteer work days, that's something that would not have gotten done unless we were going to pay for professionals to come and do it. But
Kevin's team got a whole lot done too last week, right? They did that new fencing out there. Have everybody seen the new fencing up the middle?
Yeah,
I don't think we showed that last week.
The
but
camera just turned there, through the
You
fields.
saw some bright yellow posts. Those were all brand new. Actually, Kevin and his team had to do that all in one day because, of course, that is the pig's pasture, and they needed access to it. So they had to take down a fence, dig the holes, put the posts in, put up the new fence, and get it all sealed up in one day. They did an amazing job.
This team of hardworking individuals painted these 2 houses. We decided on the 3 different colors. One is this straw-colored motif. The other color is a stick-colored motif. And then the third color is, of course, the brick-colored motif, fashioned after the 3 little pigs. So there's what it looked like when they were all finished, and it was a huge improvement to the area. So thank you so much to the volunteers for coming and doing that. The volunteers allow us to do things that we never thought we would be able to do. You know, caring for the residents is one thing, and giving them the life that they deserve is all part of the sanctuary life, but the volunteers that come in, they just add so much dynamic to the residents' lives in the areas that they live in and the new areas they don't have access to.
Yes.
It's an amazing thing. Oh my goodness, it is. I made a hot joke when we started. How hot is it?
No, we don't need to make that
No,
joke
I'm not allowed
again.
to tell you. It was so hot that we gave the Silky Chickens haircuts.
Oh, yay.
And so on the right is Farley, and on the left is Ashley, and they are Silky Chickens, and they have these floofy heads, and they just got a haircut so they could see better. And I'm sure that it's also super stylish, yeah, for sure. Mr. Diablo getting ready for the watermelon party. He's got his head stuck in an empty watermelon rind. That's his favorite pastime to do. Mr. Moby celebrated his 5th rescue anniversary. He arrived at Heath's after he was abandoned at a conservation area. Did you go pick him up?
No, they brought him here, right? He was from Mountsburg, just around the corner.
Oh, I forget.
I think so, yeah. I think they found him at Mountsburg, and then they took him in at Mountsburg, but then they realized that he had a tiny bit of an attitude. And I think the plan was to just allow him to roam around their barn and property, and Moby decided he wanted to be the head of security, from what I remember, and they didn't need a security guard. So Moby came to live here instead.
5. It's his 5th.
5 years. That's
5.
crazy. Eh?
That is crazy.
Yeah.
Also celebrating their rescue anniversary is Wilma and Richard. Do you remember Richard's his story? Do you remember?
Yeah, he was found at a house in Burlington, I believe, right? Somebody had him as a pet in the city and was not supposed to have him as a pet in the city. And I believe they voluntarily brought him here. I don't believe Animal Services actually had to get involved. I think a letter was sent or something like that, wasn't it? And
I think...
And then it was a young girl, I thought, that brought him here, or maybe she surrendered him to Animal Services. I don't remember.
I would have to check. My recollection is that he was running around the streets where he shouldn't have been.
Okay.
And animal control picked him.
Oh, I thought somebody still had him. But
my,
anyway,
my
he came from
memory,
Burlington.
my memory is wrong all of the time. And Wilma, of course, one of the feral cats that we offered a home to here. She came
Not so
from
feral anymore either,
Toronto
is she?
Cat Rescue. No, she is not so feral
No,
anymore.
she's lovely.
So, we got the watermelon smash. Oh, we got the watermelon smash party happening. Don't forget about that. You can get your virtual watermelon. Don't forget about the artwork submissions for the artwork auction. And also don't forget that this guy right here, he is the man. That's Dan. He's the man.
Handsome Dan.
Oh my gosh. Let's all
Dan, he's the man.
swoon for a minute at those
man in the whole damn
ears.
land.
That beautiful snout and that smile. You can see his nose is a bit tea-colored stained. Tell him why his nose
Those
is tea.
stupid walnuts. I hate the walnut trees. They're so messy. They drop these tennis ball-sized walnuts that A, will injure you if you happen to be under it when it falls, and B, they turn everything they touch brown, including the pig's noses and your hands if you're cleaning them up, or everything. If you're wearing nice clean shoes and you step on one, Oh, I hate them so much. And they drop branches randomly. We had some pretty big branches fall off of the walnuts.
But they
as
look
well.
really nice.
They
Nice-
do look
nice,
pretty.
mature
There's no such
trees.
thing as a bad tree. Just maybe probably one of my least favorite.
Check this
trees.
out. So these are our approved plans for the
Whoa.
barns that are getting. Look, I'm just going to switch them so fast. I'm so excited. I can't decide what I'm going to do. This is a rendering of one of the barns that is going to be built. Two barns very similar to each other are being built. And we could not be more excited about it because we have been waiting for the permits forever. Ever. Oh my gosh. Friends, it's been really nice to spend some time with you today. We're hoping you're having an awesome day. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name's Derek.
My name is Steve. Happy Monday, everybody.
We will see you next week
See you
on the
later.
Barnside Chat. Bye-bye.